What is up, Aquarius? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Beat in Boston. It is raining here. It is freezing. I am right on the water, so if you hear the waves crashing, that's literally them crashing into the wall outside. So we are here to do your April 2019 reading, which is good for the next month. And a few things before I get started. I hate doing this stuff, but I have to. I'm freezing too, so don't laugh at me. So first things first, this is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Chiron, wherever you may have it placed, and it may resonate with you. Make sure to check into it, listen to the message. If it's not for you, that's okay. I can't read everyone at once. I mean, I have a gift, but not that much of a gift where I can read the entire world of Aquarius at one time. So if it's not for you, that's okay. Just pass it on and get out the message to Aquarius as much as you can. We are having a contest here where we're choosing the highest viewed video with the most likes, and that video is getting a free reading. So even though I'm putting out the readings weeks apart, I'm giving you an entire month from today. So I won't look at it till the end of next month. Right now, Scorpio is in lead with 32,000. So get it on and popping, guys. I'm giving out 60-minute free readings in the comments. The other thing is, though I say Aquarius, it can very well play out in your energy cross-watcher. Cross-watcher is somebody who is watching for their significant other and trying to gain insight on the situation to maybe fix it, make it better, whatever it is. If you're still a little bit confused on cross-watching, just go ahead and leave a comment below. One of us will get to it and we'll help you out with any confusion. If you need a personal reading, the information is in the box below. I don't even want to go through it all. So it's all in the box below. Just expand the information button and it will drop down my email and all that. I think that's it. Now I get to read. Okay, good. I feel like for you guys this month, there's a lot of hurt and affliction going around about a third-party situation. There's a very big betrayal here. And it's almost like a cycle. But there's a really big betrayal here that seems to be really prominent in your energy, whether it's you or whether it's your cross-watcher, your person. There's a very big betrayal here going on in your energy, Aquarius. It's looking like what you thought was going to work out, it didn't quite work out in your favor. I'm not sure what you were doing or planning or whatever here, but there's definitely a third party. I don't know if it's yours or your partner's. It can go either way. But whatever you did caused someone in your life who was significant to cut off communication with you, or you cut with them. It can go either way. So I feel like you cut off communication and this person was important to you and you're feeling betrayed, or you betrayed another person that was important to you. The third party scenes, the drinking, the overindulgence or having options. I feel like your significant other had options and third parties that you found out about that were behind your back, and they weren't really authentic about how they felt about you. They promised a committed relationship, but what you saw in turn was someone who's very overindulgent, likes to go out and party, likes to have choices and options, maybe likes to indulge and drink a lot. And I feel like that wasn't, you waited long enough, and that didn't change. What they promised you was not what you got. And I'm not getting like a Four of Wands energy here. So I don't feel like this is a soulmate betrayal. I feel like it's more of a person wanting to keep what they have, a possessive type of energy, than it is soulmate betrayal energy, if you will. Let me see here. All right, I'm going to start shuffling because can I get the collective energy for Aquarius, please? For April of 2019, spirits. The April energy for April of 2019, please. The decision-making process. It's like and I know the computer's shaking. I'm sorry. I'm on the bed in my PJs. It's saying that there's something about the decision-making process in this that either you didn't have feelings for this person or they didn't have feelings for you. It's like they just cut off all communication with you once they realized what you were about, or you cut it off once you realized what they were about. I feel like there needs to be a huge change there, and I don't feel like that's coming. I feel like this is probably a tie that you really need to sever. This doesn't feel like a healthy connection, guys. Sorry, but it just doesn't. So I'm going to split the old arcanum. Okay, so let's see here. All right, this person's definitely still spying around on you. No doubt about that in my mind. This person is definitely still spying around on you. They didn't get what they wished with you. And now they're spying, whether it be driving by your house or making different Facebooks to look at your What? Making different Facebooks to look at your Facebook. It's almost like they're obsessed. I'm never comfortable when I see the King of Wands in the upright with the star reversed and the Page of Swords. Something about that makes me very uncomfortable because this is the type of character that's very fly by the seat of his pants. Kind, loving, gentle when he wants to be, but also very sneaky. Very sneaky behavior with this guy. This guy always has kind of a hidden agenda. And there's always something that he's gaining by spying and being around. And I feel like this has been going on for a while. Somebody's just spying. And like I said, this is androgynous. It can come in as male or female. It doesn't really matter. I'm just saying he for the sake of the pictures. So know that it could go either way. With this information, it feels like, let me see here. We've got, a lot of secrets. Yeah, very, very secretive. Something's going on here that's very secretive. And again, this is more the dropping of a burden. It's like there was so many secrets there that letting this person go or them letting you go was almost a relief. And there's our Four of Wands again. Relieved that this isn't your partner, your divine partner. There's a sense of relief that I feel like I'm sighing. They just show me like you can finally breathe again because this person really needed to go with all of the secrets and all of the things that they had going on. Yeah. You've got death in reverse. So this tells me this needs to be going out of your life. This is a negative influence that needs to be exiting. And it needs to be just shed. Like you need to get rid of that old skin. With that, we've got the Chariot about moving forward. Now, the Chariot just doesn't talk about moving forward, though. He's my red light, green light, of course, because if a Chariot's flipped over, you're not fucking going anywhere, right? Okay, common sense. But the Chariot doesn't just talk about going forward. The Chariot talks about going forward in two different directions, and you have to understand that. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So with that being said, we've got the light and the dark, and the light and the dark. And so the Chariot is asking you to choose which path you want to take through this spiritual journey, through your life journey, through spirit. What path do you want to take moving away from this? This is very significant to me right now, Aquarius. After this, I'm getting huge, huge emotion with this. And they're letting me know this is really important that you make the right choice because you have not been putting in the right work, or your partner's not putting in the right work. It is very important that you make this choice and you make it the right way. Um, I'm getting like very emotional, and they're asking you to change your ways, or they're asking your partner to change their ways. Um, and the Chariot can go anywhere he wants to go. He holds a magic wand. So he's got that fire energy, and he's got the magic attached to it. He's got the wings on his chariot, and he's got the sun balancing both the light and the dark right here. And if you notice, tiny, tiny, tiny in there, of course, is the sign of Cancer. Um, but if you notice, they're running through motion. They're running through water. They're racing through water to get to where they need to go. And they're pulling in opposite directions if you look. You have the horse's feet are facing two different ways. So this horse is facing this way and this one's facing this way. And they're saying you're not going anywhere until you make the right decision on which path you want to choose. And whichever one you choose, you will deal with the karma of. You will have to put in the work. So this is very important, choosing that, matter or antimatter path, light or dark, or however you want to see it. Black magic, white magic, however it is that you speak it out and live it is what you're going to choose here. Yeah, it looks like there's really been a downturn in luck. We've got the wheel here reversed, but the wheel's not just reversed. I mean, every sign on here is reversed as well with it. And so it talks about how we all go up and down that wheel of fortune, and how it works just like this. It is a wheel. Remember that. So where you're down on it right now, right? There's only one way. Back up. And it's talking about you're down on luck with whatever's going on in your home situation, money situation. There's something going on there, and it may very well relate to this, but it feels like there was supposed to be some offer of money or something, and it fell short. I feel as though it fell short. Maybe in this situation, you guys are moving out and you're having to pick up their end of the rent, or they're having to pick up your end of the rent. But the situation, it fell, there's some money that fell short somewhere. And I feel like these details are trying to be ironed out right now. So this could be a divorce proceeding if you're discussing that. But it's all about property. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. And that's what this card talks about, is what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. And I have, the key to that castle back there, but I'm not going to let you in it because it's mine. And I have all of these fantastic items right here in this chest that's locked. And you know what? I'm not going to give you the key because it's mine. And I have these 4 pentacles. That's my heart, my soul, my body, and my mind. All the 4 alchemical components to do the right thing. But I'm going to keep them squished up here because they're mine. This talks about looking at people as though they're objects, looking at people as though you can move them around on a chessboard. It talks about equal reciprocity and give and take, and how that's lacking here. And where it's the Suit of Pentacles, it's very well the material world, where somebody may be paying for mostly everything, like this was saying. Somebody may be paying mostly for everything and the other is not, or somebody doesn't want to pitch in their side of work or money or whatever it is, or work on the relationship after all of the craziness there with the third parties and the drinking and the partying. Excuse me. And we have the infamous sociopathic card of mine, the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this tells me this Knight of Swords is not only in a rush, he's really in a bad way of himself. Being that Aquarius is an air sign, it could be that you're not feeling yourself. You're feeling extra rash at this time. You're feeling like very slicey, I like to say it, as because you when you're angry, you guys are the mental realm, so you bite with your tongue. And it's literally like, it reminds me of like, and it just stabs people. That's what it reminds me of. When you get upset, you often will use verbal stuff to lash out at people. I'm an Aries, so I use everything to lash out at people. Furniture, people, throw people at people, you know. But you guys are very in the mental realm. But this particular card talks about a messenger coming in, and this person, and this could be either Aquarius or partner. So don't get all in my comments talking about, oh, Aquarius did this to me. Explain this in the beginning. Yeah, I feel like that has to do with there was a sharp message there of cutting this off. Like, I'm not a possession. I'm not giving any more. I'm not letting you take. This is done. And it was like real quick and real fast, just like the communication was cut off. I feel like whatever they were doing or giving to you was cut off as well. Because it shows me here that no matter what is said and done to them, no matter how much abundance is offered, no matter how much kindness is offered, no matter what to rectify the situation, they no longer want it. They're not accepting these love offers, or you're not accepting these love offers. This person is saying, no, fuck this. Like, I'm staying in my little garden to heal myself in my single garden. That's beautiful. That's full of life. And I'm healing myself. She's sending your messenger right back at you. I don't care how much abundance you have. Like I said, if it's about money, so I don't care how much abundance you have. I don't care, whatever. Go back and tell him to go fuck himself is basically what I'm seeing here. And, you know, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I don't know how many times I've said that in the past, like 3 days. There are consequences to actions, and people don't seem to want to pay them or to understand them. If you have a third party behind someone's back and they find out about it, and that wasn't your agreement in the beginning, you thought you were monogamous, then of course you're going to have a problem, right? Right. So, you know, I kind of don't feel bad for whoever that is, whether it's you or your partner. Whoever did that, y'all did it to yourself. Like, however, it's different if you're in agreement to a polygamous relationship. That's totally your business. No judgment here. Doesn't harm me. But it looks like just a lot of fighting. And it was like, I feel like there was no admittance to any wrongdoing, or one of you didn't take responsibility for what you did here. You just went and took a new action, and that person felt devastated. And to them, it was like, how could you have all of these choices behind my back? Because if you look, this person is kneeling down and sitting and crying, and they're devastated. The emotions all poured out of their cups. And it's over these choices and having all of these options on the side. Like, how could you go and take action to do something like this while we were together? And we never formally agreed on that. We agreed on being together, which is a little scary, guys, when you think about it, because the diseases that are out here today, you don't know what people are doing. Just yuck, you know? But I feel like there was definitely just instantaneously, like, cut off. Instantaneously, like, just cut off. And what? There's just this fire energy here. And like I said, she's got her back to it. She's just cut off. She's cut. communication. So either you or your partner's definitely cut some communication in a sharp way, because we've got her facing a tower moment and then the Fool card. So this is almost like someone being made a fool of, if you will. And all communication with you or your partner was cut off. Like, this person feels made a fool of. They're not even trying to entertain you or the idea of you at this point. Or you're not trying to entertain them. Whichever way this is going, that's how it's going. It looks like there were never good intentions from the beginning. This was just a farce from the beginning. It was like, have your cake, eat it too. Have a wife or a husband at home and still go out and fuck around. How do you sleep next to someone knowing that you're doing that to them? I don't know. I can't. But it's like, this person never had good intention. They never offered you anything. So you're waiting for something to come in that's never going to show up, because this person has always been guarded with you, emotionally closed off, and not offering anything. It's like you waited for this harvest, wait for the harvest, and boom, found out this person didn't have feelings for you and always had a wall up towards you. And probably had somebody on the side, or you did. And this is, your significant other has walked away. This is always my card of walking away, as well as the Eight of Cups. Due to this mistress, I feel like this mistress really caused problems, or Mr. or whoever has really caused some problems here. And it's become a major issue. I feel like you're causing, whoever you're seeing, or you are causing problems for your partner, or vice versa. But your partner knew by instinct that you were over here with your mistress or mister. It's the only other thing I can think to say. I'm like, mistress for a guy? I'm like, it's probably more along the lines of a mister. Just throwing that out there. But there's this appearance of, happiness right here. And then you'll have to excuse the construction downstairs. And that was my email readings. So there's this appearance of happiness here. And then you have the truth. I feel like the truth. This person was legit, standing wrong in their power of who they were. This is a person who's typically like very abundant, very kind, very giving, very caring. And it's like this person was just the opposite. It's like they were just the complete, again, with the polar opposite of what you expected them to be. I don't feel like if you left your significant other for this person that it turned out very well, if this is your mistress. I feel like they were kind of like, yeah, it's fun while you're chasing, but now that you're in a relationship with me, I kind of don't want you. That's what it feels like. Goodness, holy stuck energy, guys. Okay. Wow. All right, I'm going to go through this as easily as I can. Good effing Lord. Yes, more decisions. Guys, whatever the hell you have going on here is a big, fat, goddamn mess. It's talking a lot about making the right decisions. And the first thing you've got is the Hanged Man, which the Hanged Man just needs a new perspective, needs to take a whole new look at life. Or doesn't even really have a choice, does he? Stuck there upside down and refusing to change his mind, refusing to change his point of view emotionally, mentally, physically, just refusing. And though he's a beautiful ballet figure, he's stuck upside down. Remember that. Really not a fun place to be, right? Right. So then we have the Queen of Cups. And I feel like either you or your partner's really, really, really turned off their emotions. This is almost like cold as ice, it feels like, because you've also got another stuck energy of the Six of Swords. And this energy talks about getting away. It's a card of, I guess, victory, but really it's more like running away from, your problems in the mundane world, since it is swords, and your emotions, since you're getting away from rough waters. It's not really facing it. It's more shutting it down, numbing it out. And it's like that. I have so many cards. That heartbreak is still there. You can't just dumb it down. It doesn't work that way. And you feel like you deserve the truth. The problem there, though, is, or you need to tell the truth. This is what you've done. And this person is really hurting and closing themselves off to the world because of this. You really damaged this person with your behavior. And it's telling you, you have to have the strength to speak that truth. If this was you, or if this was done to you, they need to have the strength to speak the truth to you. So cross watchers, if you're responsible for this, then you need to have the strength to speak this truth. We've got also a card of decision, the Two of Swords, talking about, of course, secrets, because, well, that's one of my moon cards, but also it talks about blind decisions, having your hand forced, of standing in emotion, even though this is a swords card. So it's almost like an emotional decision without all the information, because that truth isn't spoken. It's a very emotional decision. And this is somebody who just continues to come in and out of, in and out, in and out, in and out, bounces in and out of your life like a fucking ball. And it's time to put a fence up. Or Aquarius partner, it's time to put a fence up. Put a fence around that motherfucker. The next thing we're looking at, again, is choice. The choice between two, and the wrong decision here was made. Not only does that mistress or mister not want to be with you, but it was really all just for the fun of it. It was all just for the thrill of it. Now that there's no chase there, they really don't want you, right? Right. So really, the decision you made was to give up a good person in your life for whatever this was, and it turned out not to be so good in your favor. Because in that sneakiness, you got caught. And that decision was made to leave you behind. Notice he's holding one wand instead of two. It has the makings of ruining a happy family here, emotionally. And that person just, you guys are just not, the communication is not there. Whoever needs to speak that truth to give the other person closure needs to speak it, because it's a very strong message coming through here. If you look, it speaks for itself. You destroyed this. Okay, I'm going to cut you off and put you out in the cold. So one of you, and I'm guessing probably you, put this person out in the cold. So, yeah, we're right back where where we started in terms of going inside and having to really work out the reasons why you feel this is necessary in your relationships. Why do you feel that this is always necessary? Or your partner needs to figure out why this is always a necessary component in the relationship. Is it just a commitment phobe, or what's behind that phobia? What's behind that being so scared you don't want to allow anybody to get close to you type of thing? That you pull in these and you think it's wisdom and helping you, but it's not, it's hurting you. And really, they're telling you to come out of that cycle. It's time to end it. Aquarius partner, whatever you're doing, it's time to end it. It's time to come out of that. Yeah, one of you is the lonely traveler. You leave great memories, But the Page of Wands to me is always the lonely traveler. This is always the person that's always going on their way and always up to something, leaving behind memories. Actually, this is supposed to be over here. Leaving behind memories, leaving behind nightmares. Because once this person leaves, they've left you with all of their nightmarish, probably PTSD at that point. To be honest, from what I'm seeing, I mean, that's pretty nasty things to do to somebody. So I have been talking for 30 minutes. All right, guys. So I'm going to end the reading there. Please leave your comments below. Also, for those of you that want a reading, remember the information is in the box below. Keep the comments polypause, please. And I will catch you next time. This is your girl, Kelli, coming straight at you from the Queen Tarot Beat in Boston.